Hey guys, welcome to your January astrological forecast. Let's get into the main aspects that stood out to me for January. So we have on the 2nd, of course, the new moon in Capricorn at 12 degrees. Now this will be, hi, Happy New Year's, beautiful. This will be conjunct Juno. Juno will be at it'll be like a wide, loose conjunction, but Juno will be there. So again, we have Venus retrograde in Capricorn. There's just a lot of very romantic energy, a lot of energy revolving around our long-term relationships or old relationships, or even our relationship with our mother and or father, as Capricorn in the 10th house is known to correspond with the mother and or the father, depending on what astrology you ask, right? So those two relationships, especially the relationship with the mother, is really standing out to me. Our relationships in general, like I said, this could be marriage, this could be should we move in together, this could be should we break up, this could be does this make sense in long term, or you're just if you're single, you're just looking for a relationship that's more stable, more connected, something that's more grounded as well, and financially stable. Don't hurt either with Venus and Capricorn, right? You're looking to make a power couple, or like match your equal, or the potential to do that right now is very high, to match and meet our equals. On the 14th of January, Mercury goes retrograde, so it starts off in Aquarius, and then it goes back into the sign of Capricorn. So again, we have communication revolving our relationships, our finances, our work ethic. We're thinking a lot about our business connections and our long-term goals, as well as our education, and things could just get a lot more smug, right? We could have a lot less patience for idiocracy or silliness or childishness, or games with Capricorn, Mercury going retrograde in Aquarius and Capricorn. It's going to be about friends, frustration with business relationships, and or tension regarding distractions in those areas, because Aquarius is very 11th house energy, Capricorn is 10th house energy, and with the Mercury retrograde, I'm thinking again, there seems to be some kind of discrepancy revolving around our connections, our sense of future planning, our goals, and again, our relationships. Now we have on the 17th the full moon in Cancer. Okay, so again, this is relationships. This is more of our home life, our dedication to our family, the women in our life, the roots, where we really came from. So with that full moon now, again, Cancer rules over the full moon. Or the full moon rules the sign of Cancer. So this is a very strong, potent full moon. Okay, the full moon corresponds with the moon in general. This is just very, very strong, intimate, intuitive energy. If you are a water sign, especially if you are a Cancer, your third eye is going to be even more open than usual. If you have strong Cancer placements or personal planets in the sign of Cancer, all eyes will definitely be on you. The full moon usually represents fame in the chart as well, or infamy. These are two big, bright, shining lights, basically. So again, this is regarding a certain area in your life. I would pay close attention, because this full moon is definitely going to be more significant than most, because it's in the sign in its own time. This will be at 11:49 p.m. I think Eastern time, but check your local time just to be exact. Now we have on January 18th Uranus direct. So Uranus is in Taurus. This is more earth energy. So this could be, again, unexpected changes to our stability and our finances. We could all of a sudden get windfalls of income, and we could now purchase a home. We thought this was going to be like a goal that was kind of far off. Uranus in Taurus is kind of shaking things up. It's taking us out of our comfort zone and manifesting. It helps you manifest things that you need by stripping away what you no longer need. The process can be a little bit uncomfortable, but not like Pluto uncomfortable, because Pluto is more about I just feel like it's just a lot more intense. But with Uranus, it kind of just okay, like a band-aid, rip it off. Now we have on the 19th January 19th, Sun enters Aquarius. This is definitely, again, more 11th house energy. Seems to be, again, more focus on our relationships, our groups, our tribes, who we associate ourselves with. On the 24th of January, we have Mars entering Capricorn. Okay, so Mars is exalted in the sign of Capricorn. So our work ethic, our business relationships, our long-term plans are going to get revved up. We're going to get very excited when it comes to our relationships. Now we have the triple conjunction on we have a, when is it on the, well, I guess that's coming up on March 3rd, but again, Mars is going to be in Capricorn. Venus is going to be in Capricorn. Venus is still going to be retrograde at this time, but she's going to be stationed and go direct soon because she goes direct on the 29th. So this is days after the Mars goes into the sign of Capricorn. So again, I would say that this is things get hot and heavy. Okay, Mars and Venus in traditional astrology, they're like this. You know, they're lovers. So these are two love planets meeting up. This is the masculine and the feminine, the divine masculine and the divine feminine coming together in a very strong sign, I would say. So again, we're feeling very passionate about our long-term connections, and very, things could reach an all-time high regarding our intimacy. Pluto is also in the sign of Capricorn, so again, like, our long-term connection seems to be getting a lot more intense, and money is definitely a big topic on the table with all this Capricorn energy. And again, with Uranus going direct in the sign of Taurus, you know how the earth signs are about their money. Again, this is down to earth. Money is definitely super significant in this lifetime, in this life. So when it comes to the earth signs, yes, like, money is like a big topic. Money is always on the table. At the end of the month, again, we have Venus going direct. This will be at 5 degrees Capricorn. So our relationships can now move forward. Our financial life, any kind of decisions, you kind of want to wait until you get out of the shadow period. So maybe days out of I would say, like, wait to do anything important regarding your relationships and your finances, your business, or your look when we're like in the beginning of February. Let's get into how these transits are affecting all signs, starting with Aries. Hey Aries, what's up? So we have on January 2nd the new moon occurring in your 10th house. On the 14th, Mercury is going to go retrograde in the sign of Aquarius and then back into the sign of Capricorn. So this will be your 11th house into your 10th house. So you going back and forth between thinking a lot about your long-term goals and relationships, your business, your career, your job, how you're working, having more love and appreciation for what you do, or getting paid, or getting public recognition for your natural born talents, with Venus transiting your 10th house and going direct towards the end of the month. So this is really important for you. With Mercury there, you communicate a lot about this, thinking a lot about it, planning, really just kind of like trying to see how you can come up with better outcome regarding your career. And also, you're kind of not afraid to reach out for help at this time. So you could be reaching out to friends and family for support during this career and or job shift, or even this could be a move, because this is aspecting your 4th house, something with your this is very an angular house for you. So I would say that the stellium of planets in the sign of Capricorn is just as significant for you, almost as significant for you as it is for Capricorn. On the 17th, full moon in Cancer at 11:49 p.m., lighting up your 4th house of home, family, real estate. So again, you're thinking a lot about the long term, the end goal. Maybe you were overdoing it, or just really like burning the midnight oil, as they say, when it comes to figuring out how to accomplish a career goal, basically. Again, this could be opening a business or getting some kind of public recognition for something that you do, or even like changing up your appearance. Now, again, towards the end of the month, or mid-month, when we have a full moon in Cancer, you're gonna go back and just peel things back a little bit and just take an internal route and go inward and just meditate more and just spend time alone at home, nurturing family and friends. You could have been out and about early in the month with friends or working a lot, and then towards mid-month you kind of slow things down, just focus a little bit, like I said, more on home or your emotional life, or the women in your life in particular, like your mother. Now you have on the 18th of January, Uranus directs in your 11th house. Uranus corresponds with the 11th house, as well as Saturn. So this could definitely be unexpected changes regarding like your relationships, your tribe, your sense of long-term goals and planning. This could be things could change drastically, unexpectedly. Now this is the sign of Taurus. Taurus is in your 11th house. You have Venus transiting your 10th house. So this could be some kind of wish fulfillment regarding your career. So maybe, again, this planning or this focus that you had on, establishing a more stable career setting or a better public life in your perspective, I think maybe you'll get that opportunity mid-month. So on January 19th, we have the sun entering Aquarius in your 11th house. Again, this is more focused on the group, on you know, family and friends, and coming together and even having a good time, maybe having a get together, or putting more focus on whatever goal is getting set into place. You're being able to like manifest it physically. Like again, maybe you've kind of like landed the sale on a home, and now you're, you know, getting deciding on the interior decoration, for example. And again, towards the end of the month, on January 24th, Mars enters Capricorn in your 10th house, and then at the end of the month, January 29th, Venus is going direct at 5 degrees Capricorn, also in your 10th house. So Mars is exalted or very excelled in the sign of Capricorn. So, in Capricorn corresponds with the 10th house. So this is going to be beautiful. Again, you're getting some kind of like a motivation, because it's maybe some kind of wish fulfillment granted towards your long-term goals in the area of like finances and career, or your job life, or even your home life, home settings, real estate, and you're getting excited about that, and you're putting full-time energy into it towards the end of the month. Good luck, Aries, and happy January, and happy New Year. Happy New Year, Taurus. We have on the 2nd of January, the new moon in Capricorn, 12 degrees Capricorn, by the way, in your 9th house. So this could be a time when you're, again, the new moon is about planting new seeds, it's intentions, it's like, it's when the egg is just being fertilized, right? The full moon is when you're having that baby. The new moon is when it's, you know, you're fertilizing it. So right now, you could be setting an intention or focusing on a goal towards, you know, your spirituality, or even travel, or even like parents overseas or something like that. Because I've seen my Taurus friends, some of them have like mothers overseas. Now, January 14th, Mercury is going retrograde in Aquarius in your 10th house, and then back into the sign of Capricorn in your 9th house. So your career is somehow affecting your travel, you know, or maybe this is like getting the finances to travel, or there could even be a holdup in like going overseas because you got to work. Now on the 17th, the full moon in Cancer at 11:49 p.m. is occurring in your 4th house. This could be a focus. The 4th house corresponds with Cancer and the moon. So this is a light shining on your real estate, your home, your family life, the women in your life, your mother. I would say that you could be moving. You could decide on. You could be very emotional at this time as well, or just spending a lot more time at home, kind of nurturing like your own emotions. You know, maybe you spend a lot of time focusing on work earlier in the month. And now is the time where you're just like, I actually want to just chill and relax more. Oh, I'm sorry. Again, you could be focusing on overseas travel, or like the bigger picture. I'm sorry. I was looking at Aries chart for a second. Sorry. Now on the 14th, Mercury is going retrograde in your 10th house. Okay, we talked about that. The 17th, the full moon in Cancer, talked about that. Oh, I'm sorry. That's in your 3rd house. The full moon in Cancer in your 3rd house of short distance travel, of trips, of the local environment, details. It's the house of marketing as well, the house of your perspective. With the full moon there, you could be sharing, oversharing, or finding yourself sharing parts of your personal life that you would normally on your social media, or to friends or neighbors, or getting more personal with neighbors, or something of that nature. Now on the 18th of January, Uranus is going direct in your Uranus goes direct in your 10th house of career, of public reception, of, you know, like social media as well. With Uranus going direct there, I would say there'd be unexpected changes to your public reputation. Again, with the full moon in Cancer transiting your 3rd house on the 17th, I would definitely say that you're feeling like, you know, I want to be more me. I want to take things, you know, more seriously. I want to be more personal, and this could maybe take the public by surprise, or something of that nature. Yeah. Now on 18th, on the 19th of January, the sun enters Aquarius. This is your 10th house of career, of perception. Again, there's a lot more focus on your public persona, This could be affecting your move. You could be moving, you know, like unexpectedly, even moving overseas, or something about your home life is changing, and it seems to be changing your public, your, you know, how people see you or view you, basically. Now on the 24th of January, Mars enters Capricorn in your 9th house. This is again long distance travel, immigration. This is spirituality. This is about philosophy as well. So I would definitely say you're getting a lot more passionate about your beliefs, about who you are on a very personal level. And this, you can come off very detached and very focused on your job or the practical side of life. So again, this could definitely be taking like people that see you from an outside view by storm. Like they could just be like, wow, they're different. They're coming off new. Now on the 29th of January, we have Venus going direct in 5 degrees Capricorn in your 9th house. So this could be you falling in love with the sense of travel again, being able to go places and jet set, or fully express your philosophy and your sense of beliefs to the world again, because you have a lot of 10th house energy going on, like Uranus direct in your 10th house, and the Sun entering Aquarius in your, gotten that wrong. I'm sorry, Uranus direct in your 1st house. So again, your public appearance is changing, something about you. This could be a drastic haircut, or again, with your 9th house being lit up this month, I would definitely say that your belief system is changing, so it's changing your appearance. Hey Gemini, now on the happy New Year and happy January. Now on January 2nd, we have a new moon occurring in 12 degrees Capricorn in your 8th house. On the 14th, Mercury is going retrograde in Aquarius, and then back into the sign of Capricorn. So this is your 9th house, and then back into your 8th house. So this will definitely be your intimate relationships, or some passive income coming in, or you feeling like this is the 8th house is the house of other people's money, right? It's the Scorpio house. It's the house of intimacy and sex. Okay, so with the new moon there, conjunct Juno, mind you, your relationships, your sense of intimacy, you could be deciding to, you know, if you've been celibate for a while, maybe that ends. If you've been with a partner, maybe you decide to kind of like reel things back and, like, you know, be more introspective and kind of take a break in that way. So you could decide to be celibate, or again, this could be like passive income. This is the house of taxes and debt. Maybe you clear debt at this time, this month, or you get the opportunity to. Now on the 17th, we have a full moon in Cancer, lighting up your 2nd house of sensuality, of it's the Taurus house. It's the house of home cooked foods, it's earned income, you know, things that we kind of like accomplish on our own, like a very practical house. It's also the house that is ruled by Venus. So with a full moon there, I would definitely say that you're feeling very emotional about your income. Maybe you're feeling a sense of relief with this 8th house energy occurring earlier in the month. Like, yes, finally I get the money that I need to move, or you're able to again clear a debt. Something with your finances has got you emotional, but I would say this is coming from a very positive place. Again, you may be having the ability to invest in your creative endeavors, because Cancer is all about creativity and our emotional side. So again, like your emotional side is being lit up when it comes to your finances, like you being very happy about them at this time, or feeling something is being lit up. Maybe this is kind of like a bonus payment, or you getting you know, a large endorsement, you know, for some kind of creative project that you have going. Now you have on the 24th, Mars entering Capricorn, where it's excelled in the sign of Capricorn in your 8th house. So this is going to be more action, more excitement towards your intimate relationships and partnerships. Also, like when it comes to like money or like passive income, you could see a boost in these areas and easily. And with Mars there, I would say things could get quite passionate with you and an intimate, you know, a lover basically, or yeah, like the passion. Venus is going to be conjunct Mars because Venus is going direct 5 days after this, 5 degrees Capricorn. Yeah, I would say that you will stay home and just kind of, or again, this could be a windfall of money, passive income, and you've been able to like get money, get paid in your sleep essentially. Happy January and Happy New Year. Happy New Year and Happy January, Cancer. We have on the 2nd, we have the new moon occurring in 12 degrees Cancer in your 7th house. Then we have on the 14th Mercury going retrograde, starting off in the sign of Aquarius, and then going back into the sign of Capricorn. So I would definitely say that this is the time where you're focusing a lot more on your intimate relationships all month. It's you and your partnerships, you changing something about your appearance or updating your look, or even getting engaged or married, or makeups or breakups and makeups. Again, your public reception or how people see you on a very physical level seems to be highly affected by your interpersonal relationships this month. Now on the 18th, Uranus goes direct in your 11th house. So this is the house of friends, of community, long-term goals, of wishes and hopes and dreams. I would definitely, Uranus rules it corresponds with the 11th house. So with Taurus going direct in this house, I would say that there could be some unexpected windfall of money that you get from a personal talent. This could be a financial achievement, or you know, kind of working closely with others is kind of paying off at this time. But this could be unexpected. This could be something that you've been working on for a long time coming, and finally things pop. Now on the 19th of January, we have the sun entering the sign of Aquarius in your 8th house. So I would definitely say that you're feeling like, honestly, you're kind of shining a light on your like spirituality, or your own personal crisis, or kind of being like using yourself as an example to inspire others. Because Aquarius, again, you have Aquarius that corresponds with the 11th house as well. So something about your friend groups and your intimacy. Maybe you're getting closer to friends by opening up and sharing your darker side, or this could be even friends with benefits, or having friends that you start to see in a romantic light. Now on the 24th, we have Mars entering the sign of Capricorn, which will be in your 7th house. So your relationships are getting a lot more interesting. This could definitely be you partnering up with somebody that you feel like is very physically attractive, with Mars transiting your 7th house, or this could even be intense like fights with partners, because Mars is it's a volatile planet. So with the 7th house being all about interpersonal relationships, marriage, connections, one-on-one agreements, contractual agreements, one-on-one relationships, or relating in general, I would just kind of watch out for like fights. With Mars is exalted in the sign of Capricorn though, so I would say that this is you kind of feeling very passionate about a partner, or feeling super attracted to somebody around the end of the month. Now we have 5 days later on the 29th, Venus going direct in your 7th house as well. So Venus is going to be in your 7th house with Mars. This is divine masculine and feminine in your 7th house of relationships. So Venus corresponds with the 7th house, so she knows what she's doing in that bad boy. Like, it's definitely going to be about love and passion and like sex and intimacy for you this month. Happy New Year again. Good luck for January, Cancer. Hey Leo, happy year, happy January. Now on the 2nd, we have the new moon occurring in the 12th house in the sign of Capricorn. Occurring at 12 degrees Capricorn in your 6th house. Then we have on the 14th, Mercury retrograding in the sign of Aquarius, and then back into the sign of Capricorn. So it's going from your 7th house to your 6th house. So your relationships and your work, or your everyday routine, or even you're very concerned with your health, or even your romantic interest or your partners could be concerned with your health around this time, or there could be a lot of communication regarding like what you're doing on a daily with someone. They could be kind of taking over things. You could have a caretaker, or you could be a caretaker for someone, or kind of facilitating a healthier, more stable environment with Capricorn transit with the new moon in Capricorn transiting your 6th house. Now on the 17th, almost burned my sweet potatoes. I'll make a sweet potato pie. So you have full moon in Cancer on the 17th of this month, lighting up your 12th house. So things get a lot more intimate and introspective. You just want to like rest and sleep, honestly. You could be drained from your everyday go. You just want to retreat and just kill the noise. Maybe just spend time on like art projects, or even catch up on like some YouTube or some film work. Or again, just spend time alone, or even boot up. The full moon lighting up that 12th house, I would say this is the time when you're getting downloads. You're very psychic. You know, your ruler is the sun, which is the opposite of the moon. So you tend to be more conscious and more steady when it comes to your mood. But right now, this is seeing you be more emotional and more introspective and more Cancerian, and you're enjoying it. So like, now you have the 18th of Uranus direct in your 10th house of career, of work, of reputation, of social media. So with Uranus direct, this could be unexpected changes to your work or your career. You could be quitting your job again, something that's feeling you feeling drained, or wanting to retreat more and spend more time alone and relax. On the 19th, we have the Sun entering Aquarius in your 7th house. So relationships could be a big factor. This could be you working with babe. Maybe that's why you're changing something with your public perception. Could be changing because of your relationships, basically, or some kind of agreement that you could have made. This could be a new business partnership, or a new job, or a new career endeavor. Now, or this could be something romantic too, or like a lover turned to a boss. On the 24th, Mars enters Capricorn, where it's exalted in the sign of Capricorn in your 6th house. So and then 5 days later, Venus goes direct on the 29th in your 6th house as well. So your everyday routine, again, you could be feeling a lot more passionate again about your everyday routine and excited. Maybe this has to do with the kind of new work you're doing, or the new deal that you've made, or the new relationship that you've landed. That's all I have for you for January. Good luck, Leo. Hey Virgos, happy new year, happy new January. On the 2nd, we have the new moon occurring in 12 degrees Capricorn in your 5th house, conjunct, as you know, love and relationships in your house of love and relationships and flings. You could be super passionate and taking flings even a lot more seriously than you usually do, which is already kind of like known for you with Saturn ruling your 5th house. But even now, more than usual, you're feeling very committed to long-term relationships, so you're thinking very passionately and very seriously about someone in your life that people are just kind of like, really, you haven't even known each other that long, or it seems more lighthearted than it is, but it's very serious to you. This is also the house of like the heart and romance, so things can get a lot more romantic with Juno transiting your 5th house. You could be realizing exactly what it is that you want in relationships and partnerships. On the 14th, Mercury goes retrograde in your 6th house in the sign of Aquarius, and back into your 5th house in the sign of Capricorn. So we go from focusing again on your everyday routine. Mind you, that's your house of correspondence, the 6th house. So you already know how to just go and focus a lot on work. I think you're just going to try to be able to try to figure out how to balance your everyday routine, your more meticulous, borderline OCD side, with the side of you that's more committed, a little bit more carefree, indulging in your creative projects and passions as well, because the 5th house does represent like things like spoken word or creativity or stage performance. Now we have on the 17th, the full moon in Cancer, lighting up your 11th house. So you could just be feeling a lot more emotional about your community, about your friend groups, or being a lot more open when it comes to your community and or your friend groups, or this gets to you focusing on a plan that you're emotionally invested in, an idea, because I would just say that you're just very grounded. And with Mercury going retrograde in your 6th house, you're thinking just a lot about your work still and your relationships. But by the time the mid-month hits, I would say the full moon in Cancer is going to have you definitely reflecting and just trying to see how can I take the next step regarding you're trying to figure out what it is that you want, basically. On the 18th of January, Uranus goes direct in your 9th house of spirituality, of philosophy, of travel, of long distance foreign affairs. It's the house of adventure. I would definitely say that Uranus going direct there, things get a lot more fun. Y'all will have all this 5th house energy being lit up throughout the month, 11th house energy. Yeah, something outside of you is going to shake things up. I would say that you're kind of like married to your daily routine, daily grind, and something is going to have you be like, okay, like you want more romance and fun, time to commit to your creative projects. Here it is. You're going to be more true to yourself and your own beliefs by the time Uranus goes direct in your 9th house. Now on the 19th of January, we have the Sun entering Aquarius in your 6th house of everyday routine, of work, of pets, of fitness, health. So you may have figured out an unconventional way of tending to your body, or maybe this could be working out late at night because you're working so much during the daytime. It's like you're balancing romance and work and the friend group, and you're only trying to balance out your own spirituality as well. Throw that in there. You have a lot going on this month. On the 24th of January, Mars enters Capricorn in your 5th house. Mars is exalted in the sign of Capricorn, so I would say things get a lot more like sexual, a lot more passionate, a lot more romantic when it comes to like your flings. Your long-term relationships are going to be geared more towards people that you kind of like just met. They're going to be like, okay, we just kind of met 2 weeks ago. Like the sex is good, but I don't know if I want to commit. Like Mars in the sign of Capricorn is strong. So this could definitely see you feeling very, very passionate about your relationships, your romantic connections, your commitments. On the 29th, Venus goes direct in your 5th house as well, in the sign of Capricorn. So Venus is going to be conjunct Mars. These are 2 love planets. It's divine masculine, divine feminine in your house of romance, love, relationships, like more so flings, like early stage partnerships, but it's the house of the heart and gambles nonetheless. So I would say you're feeling quite passionate about taking a risk in love. Yeah, like you're feeling like this is the one. I don't care if we just kind of met, basically, or I don't care if people don't understand the creative process that I'm going through. I kind of want to share it, because the 5th house, again, this is creativity as well. Good luck, Virgo. Hey Libra, happy new year, happy new January. And on the 2nd of January, we have the new moon in 12 degrees Capricorn, lighting up your 4th house of real estate, home, family, mother, your feelings, your personal, your inner life. With Capricorn there, I would say that you could be deciding on a move, or deciding on some kind, like maybe your job is changing your home situation in some way, because Capricorn is about work and long-term goals. So I would say maybe you're setting a new goal towards where you're living, or your place of residence, or your inner life, or even this could be being able to like feed the family because of a new job with this new moon in Capricorn. On the 14th, Mercury goes retrograde from the sign of Aquarius in the 5th house, and then back into the sign of Capricorn in your 4th house. So you're going from focusing on Bay and being built up and your own creative expression and outlets to, again, focusing on family life and home and real estate. It's like you want to balance out fun, emotions, expression with your personal life, or shining, and how the world sees you, or even attracting a lot of attention with that 5th house energy, versus kind of retreating and getting away and tending to personal matters. On the 17th of January, we have the full moon in Cancer in your 10th house of home. No, it's not the 10th house of home, sorry. It's the 10th house of social media, of public reception, of public relationships. Also, this is like career goals, so I would definitely say with full moon there, the full moon, Cancer, this is the opposite sign of Capricorn. Capricorn does correspond with the 10th house, so I would say that you are expressing your inner side. You're figuring out a way to kind of balance, I guess, your creative side and, the attention that you get on a very public scale with your emotional side and your personal side, or maybe, you know, your family life is somehow affecting your career life in some way. Maybe this could be working with family or starting to work from home. Now on the 24th of January, we have Mars entering Cap in your 4th house. So Mars is exalted in the sign of Capricorn. This is going to be a lot of energy and focus, you know, career focus towards your 1st house of home. Again, this is telling me maybe you're focusing at work is bringing home life to work, or bringing work life to home. Either way, like your inner life and your outer life are meshing. The 4th and 10th house oppose each other, so they are very related. You know, like you move, you change residence. This is like your home life, but people are going to definitely see you changing like your neighborhood environment on a public level, which is your 10th house. Like even if you're just posting your, you know, your recent move on your social media feed, for instance. Now on the 29th of January, we have Venus going direct in your 4th house, and then, oh, I'm sorry, Uranus going direct in your 8th house on the 18th. So something about your intimate relationships is going to take an unexpected turn. Like things are going to go left regarding your intimate connections, or this could be even taxes and or debt is getting paid off out of the blue, or gets handled out of the blue. Now you have on the 19th of January, the Sun entering Aquarius in your 5th house of love and romance, beauty, mostly like love and romance and like expression, you know, like dance and stuff like that, or like creative expression. All eyes on me area of life. So with the Sun entering the house, the Sun rules over the 5th house. Aquarius is opposing this energy, so I would say that there's all eyes on you, but you're doing something that's more unconventional, that's different. Maybe this is you becoming very proactive, or even delving into activism, and you go viral for it, or even going to a protest or something of that nature. Now Venus is going direct on the 29th, and on 24th, Mars enters your 4th house. So again, you could get a lot more romantic about your inner life, your inner life, your home life, your real estate. Maybe you could be deciding to move in with the lover, or maybe you guys have moved in together and you're just kind of having fun and reliving like a honeymoon stage. Happy New Year, Libra. Good luck for the year. Oops. Hey Scorpio, happy New Year, happy January. Now on the 2nd of January, we have the new moon occurring 12 degrees Capricorn in your 3rd house of short distance travel, of you know, like your local environment, of your perspective, of marketing. So new moon in Capricorn there, I would definitely say maybe you're setting seeds of intention towards you know, changing your career in some way, or maybe becoming more serious. This could even see you moving, honestly. You could be moving earlier in the month. January 14th, Mercury goes retrograde from your 4th house in the sign of Aquarius, and then back into your 3rd house in the sign of Capricorn. So yeah, you definitely could be thinking about moving, changing your locale unexpectedly. On the 17th, the full moon in Cancer occurring in your 4th house. In your 9th house, I'm sorry, of philosophy, of foreign affairs, of adventure. You know, you could definitely see yourself thinking about a move. Honestly, like everything points to moving. This could be based off of your spirituality, like maybe where you're living is just no longer suited for you. Yeah, on the 18th, Uranus goes direct in your 7th house, so this could definitely be because of your relationships, your personal connections, where you could make a newfound bond, and unexpectedly is having you change up your locale. On the 19th, the Sun enters Aquarius in your 4th house of home, family, of real estate, of, you know, emotional, inner, more personal life. So with sorry, I was looking at the wrong chart for a second. Yeah. So with the Sun entering Aquarius in your 4th house, This could be some kind of unexpected changes again to your move, to your, and this could be related to your family, sibling, older sibling, or you being an older sibling with Aquarius energy. On the 24th, you have Mars entering. Mars is just Capricorn in your third house on the 24th, and then backdoor on 5 days later, Venus enters that bad boy in your third house. So your romantic relationships, or maybe you could be moving closer to Bay, where you end up meeting somebody because of your new move or something like that. Some things get a lot sexier when it comes to like your travel, your local environment, like where you're at. Like things get a lot more passionate. Yeah, you could be seeing my lover again, or you could just randomly meet somebody when you do move. Hi, Happy New Year. Good luck and Happy New Year, Scorpio. Now, hey Sagittarius, Happy New Year, Happy January 2022. Now, on the 2nd of January, you have the new moon occurring at 12 degrees Capricorn, conjunct Juno in your second house. So this is, Venus is retrograde in your second house, mind you. So this is your sensuality, your, maybe this could even be you going shopping, or deciding on changing your look in some way, or spending some good money, some good hard-earned money on some linens or fashion, or cooking, or even investing time in home-cooked foods, or something regarding like your physical, your face, because the second house is this area. So you have on the 14th, Mercury going retrograde in your third house in the sign of Aquarius, and then back into your second house in the sign of Capricorn. So we're going to focusing on our short distance travel, driving, our local environment, even like promoting ourselves to what we're earning. So we could be marketing or doing some kind of online work that's kind of like pulling in, bringing home the bacon, basically. With Mercury going retrograde this could be like rethinking, like, and replanning regarding like your area of like earned income and finances, and how they do affect either your perspective or your local environment, or you're just changing around some kind of details to kind of like maybe earn more money. Now on the 17th of January, the full moon is occurring in the sign of Cancer in your 8th house of intimacy, of sex, death, crisis, transformation, taxes, debts, inheritances. You could be inheriting something at this time. You could, this could be a home. This could be inheriting something from the family or the mother, or some kind of crisis regarding the family where you're gonna have to like kind of like clock in. Or you could be emotional about some kind of crisis, or figure out some kind of psychological patterns that kind of affected you and affected your intimate relatings. On the 18th, we have Uranus going direct in your 6th house of everyday routine, of work, the house of like, your daily activities. With Uranus going direct there in the sign of Taurus, you definitely could be earning more, getting a raise, or changing a job, quitting one and accumulating another one. Now on the 19th, the very next day, the Sun enters Aquarius in your 3rd house. So your unexpected locale could definitely change because of your career, or you could be working with different people, period. On the 24th, Mars enters Capricorn in your 2nd house, and then 5 days later, Venus goes direct in your 2nd house. So this could be a lot more passionate about, what you do, or you could be getting very excited about, your creative projects and earning money for them. This could be, you could be a painter and just feel like, the world is at your fingertips. You could be excited about creation, and you could be definitely manifesting clients that are just as excited about your creative projects. Yeah, or this could be sugar daddy, sugar baby energy, or you could get a sugar daddy, honestly, or somebody could be kind of like sharing their wealth with you, or you could be kind of like sharing or doing, this could be rendezvous or spoiling bae, or whining and dining, things of that nature. Happy New Year, happy new month, happy January 2022, Sagittarius. Hey Capricorn, happy January 2022. Happy birthday if your birthday's in January, and if your birthday was in December, happy birthday, happy new year. Now we have the month starting out in January 2nd with the new moon occurring in your sign, your 1st house, conjunct Juno. Now we have the Venus star point also occurring. I forgot, I mentioned that on the 2022 prediction, so you want to watch that, but it's going to be very significant regarding your appearance, your beauty, your sense of aesthetic, your sense of how the world is receiving you, and your relationships. You're attracting a lot of new and exciting energy because you're changing your appearance, or you're changing your life, or your attitude, or your temperament in some way, as the first house does correspond with these things. Now on January 14th, Mercury goes retrograde in your second house in the sign of Aquarius, and then back into your first house in the sign of Capricorn. So your finances, your work life, your earned income, you're thinking a lot about that, and maybe you're getting money, you're earning a better living, and you're investing in your appearance, you're getting a makeover. Could be, playing out like that. On the 17th of January, the full moon is occurring in your opposite sign of Cancer in your 7th house. So Cancer rules, the moon rules over the sign of Cancer, and with it occurring in your 7th house, this is definitely lighting up a big portion of your interpersonal relationships. This is shining a light on your intimacy, or your idea of marriage and long-term commitments, or you're getting emotional about a particular relationship or your business partnerships, or this could see you even like getting a court hearing or a court ruling, as the 7th house does rule over like judgments and like court as well. On the 18th, Uranus goes direct in your 5th house. On the 19th, the Sun enters Aquarius in your 2nd house. So you could be having a lot more fun. Things could get a lot more romantic, a lot more exciting. You could randomly meet someone. This could be love at first sight. As days leading up to Venus going direct, which is occurring on the 29th. Now, the 24th, the Sun is going to enter Capricorn in your 1st house. So Venus is going to be conjunct Mars in your 1st house. So you're going to be looking a lot more sexy, a lot more attractive. This is going to be reaching its height as we get into the spring months. So you enjoy this prolonged period with Venus being in the sign of Capricorn, retrograde or not. Yeah, things are definitely all eyes on you. You could definitely be making a better living. Your public, you're changing in a very public way, in a very positive way, or making some kind of like drastic changes with Uranus going direct in your 5th house. And this could be, again, attracting in new potential romantic partners and or interests for you. Good luck, Capricorn. Happy New Year. Hey, Aquarius. Happy New Year, happy 2022, January 2022. Now on January 2nd, we have the new moon occurring in 12 degrees Capricorn in your 12th house of spirituality, of retreat, of meditation. Okay, so again, you could be just feeling like relaxing, kicking back, doing your creative thing, focusing a lot more on your creative projects, taking them very seriously. Or you could have been having insomnia and now you're taking your sleep life more seriously. You just kind of want to relax and get away and retreat, or kind of like work on a serious project away from the world. Maybe you need to focus more and you're needing to get away from everybody and have like total silence, zero distractions to do it. On the 14th of January, you have Mercury retrograding in the sign of Aquarius in your 12th house, and then back into the sign of Capricorn in your 1st house. So, your 1st house to your 12th house. So, it's going from like your physical appearance. There could be just a lot of focus on you. You can be feeling like maybe physically drained, and maybe feeling a little bit tapped out and just needing to get away. Like maybe your brain could just be like on the overload. On the 17th of January, we have the full moon in Cancer in your 6th house of work, of daily routine. So I would say that you're feeling a little bit out again. Your work life seems to be, your creative life, you're taking a lot more seriously. It's like you're taking that to work, or these are your creative projects. So you could be a painter, you could be an illustrator, you could be a graphic designer, you could be a singer or producer, you could play the guitar, you could be an actor. But something is seeing you focus a lot more. You're getting a large shine when it comes to your everyday routine and your work. This could see you even maybe changing your work environment in some way. A lot of people are changing work and relationships right now during the retrograde. Now we have on the 18th, Uranus going direct in your 4th house. So unexpected changes to your home life, your inner life, your emotional life, your sense of this could be you wanting to, again, retreat unexpectedly, or unexpectedly you kind of come out of retreat, you know, and just kind of spending more time, like, either kind of fulfilling the demands of your work and your everyday environment. Like, there seems to be some kind of like bounce back between like the water energy and the earth energy here. So again, you're trying to like balance the practical with the emotional, the creative with the everyday. Now we have on the 19th Sun entering Aquarius in your first house, so it's going to definitely be all eyes on you. I would definitely say it's a great time to just peel back and retreat early on in the month. It just seems like it's what you're doing. It seems like you're just kind of getting ready for, like, you're in Aquarius, so you could definitely be a popular person and very well known. So you could definitely just be one of those people that when your birthday time comes around, you're being pulled every which way because you're just so loved and well known. So this could definitely be about you deciding, like, you know, earlier on in the month, I just want to chill, just want to be myself, I want to focus on work and catch up on any projects and get them out the way, because I know that towards, you know, when Aquarius season hits, I'm going to be on demand. On the 24th of January, Mars enters Capricorn in your 12th house, and then 5 days later, Venus enters your 12th house as well. So I would say definitely you're sleeping better because you're sleeping with a partner, or this could see you being, again, a lot more passionate about your creative projects or your personal life. This is not really like you. You're very 11th house energy, which is very like life of the party, collective group energy. You're more focused on like your intimate relationships and one-on-one commitments and partnerships, and like retreating. Like maybe you want to, this year for your birthday, you want to get away or do like a romantic intimate dinner with maybe one person or a few, or something's getting a lot more intimate and a lot more cozy for you towards the end of the month, in the beginning of the month, and then towards the end of the month. Good luck and Happy New Year, Aquarius. Hey Pisces, Happy New Year. Happy January 2022. On the 2nd of January, the new moon in Capricorn is occurring in your 12th house. In 12 degrees in your 11th house of groups, of friends, of long-term goals, of the community. So you could be maybe like these are best friends, or maybe you're taking like your community a lot more seriously, or your group of association. You guys are kind of like deciding to branch off and do something kind of new. So maybe this could even be you having a book, being a part of a book club, and you guys decide that you want to start hiking or something like that. Again, your groups of association, your friend groups, your community seems to be setting some kind of new seeds of intention towards like long-term plans and goals. On the 14th, Mercury goes retrograde in the sign of Aquarius, which is your 11th house, and then back into the sign of Capricorn, lighting up your 12th house. So again, this is retreat versus like the community. This is you striking a balance between, you know, taking like your opinions home with you, or maybe like this could even be your sleep patterns being affected, or you obtaining some insomnia because you're spending a lot of time. You could be empathic. You are a Pisces, so you're spending a lot of time around people, and maybe you're not taking those necessary breaks to kind of like declutter. I always think about SpongeBob, the episode when he had to like, he had a cold and he had to like sponge off. That's definitely like the water sign energy. You got to make sure you clean that sponge off occasionally. So the Mercury retrograding is in your 11th house and back into your 12th is going to be highlighting that for you. On the 17th, full moon is in Cancer in your 5th house of romance, of passion, of self-expression, of gambling, of speculation, of love, excitement, of children, of pets as well. So you could definitely be seeing yourself spending a lot more time around the bay or up, or you're more like intimate connections. You kind of want to retreat from the world and just spend time root up, or you meet a new partner around this time. Or somebody that you've kind of been on the fence about, that you kind of maybe have known through friend groups, through associations, or in passing. Things can take a serious turn around the full moon. You can start seeing them in a more interesting light. They can become a romantic prospect for you, or you could very likely meet a romantic prospect during the full moon in Cancer in your 5th house. On the 18th, Uranus goes direct in your 3rd house. So this is lighting up your something could be going on with your travel. Maybe you get the funds for a car. This is Taurus energy. Maybe you worked hard and maybe you've been saving up, and now you get an unexpected bonus, and now all of a sudden, bam, you're either able to move or get a whip, or even like maybe invest in a website. This is also the house of like social media, so maybe you could be promoting yourself differently, and this could take your followers by surprise. On the 29th, the sun enters, no, on the 19th, the sun enters Aquarius in your 12th house. So there could be a light being shined on your more subconscious side, or things that you don't really necessarily usually tend to notice. You could be noticing now. This could be things pointed out to you through friends, because Aquarius does move over the area of friends and friend groups. So maybe you're with people that really rock with you, and they just care enough to kind of like, you know, show you your blind spots. Why do I not have the rest of your horoscope here? January 24th, Mars is entering Capricorn in your 12th house. I'm sorry, in your 11th house. And then on the 29th, Venus goes retrograde in the same house, your 11th house. So maybe there is a romantic interest in your friend group or in your community. So I would look out for that. You know, maybe there's somebody that you are overlooking, and all of a sudden it's so clear, and you're like, oh, or maybe you've already been interested in, or you guys have already been kind of like playing on that line of being very flirtatious, and then once Mars goes conjunct, Mars Venus go conjunct in your 11th house, it's all systems go. So all in all, I would definitely say like maybe there could be romantic interest in your friend group. Romance is definitely going to be a big part of your month, and to make sure to retreat and to, again, like clean off that sponge, you know, wash yourself off from that dirty energy that you just naturally stick on, this, you know, naturally sticks to you. Or you could be dealing with the oversharing friend, and you're going to have to spend time like doing like bath rituals, you know, or just spending time doing your favorite things, or moon bathing. I love that. Get out butt ass naked under the moonlight. This is all I have for the January forecast. Good luck. Stay tuned for February forecast. Soon is your girl Kimstrology here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.